Yo, what up? This is Mr. Clark, your seasoned entrepreneur, and I'm talking to all my hustle entrepreneurs. I told you guys I'd dial in today to give you some game on how to leverage strategy in order to create a successful business. And I think it's important for you guys to understand being in a position as a new entrepreneur, you need to understand what it takes to leverage your business, cash, and strategy in order to grow a business. Because most people believe that as long as you're making money on top of the money you're putting out, you're winning. But there's a strategy with that. And with that strategy, is how you grow your business. And I'm going to give you guys some game. So if you got some if you got some paper and you have a pen, I need you guys to grab that paper and pen and let's go in. Let me show you how to get this money, how to be an entrepreneur, how to be a hustler on paper. I ain't get to being a seasoned entrepreneur by not knowing what it takes. So yeah, if you got your paper and pen, first thing I need you to write down is this: I would not lose. Once you got that wrote down, understand this here. This is a example of why it's very important to take notes and write down your errors throughout your hustle as an entrepreneur. Whenever a bill collector send you a document stating your bills and what you need to pay, is because they want you to have a document of something to look on to understand what it is you need to pay them. And they do this in order to understand their business and where their business is at. And that document is for you to keep your business in line as far as paying them when they need to be paid. So that's the same thing you need to implement into your hustle. You need to strategize your hustle. You need to understand that you need to document your moves, document your plays, and be ready to take in payments and make payments. That way, in business, you win. And what are these payments in business as an entrepreneur? Expenses and costs. It's a cost of doing business. That's right. And it's expenses. So until you understand the difference between costs and expenses, you're going to fumble the ball. So how we get past that? Okay. You have what you call products or service. So it doesn't matter the product. The product could be anywhere from a chocolate chip cookie, car, a house. You name a product, it doesn't matter. It's a cost to have that product in your possession in order to sell it. And it's an expense in order to run the business. And what is that? That might be the light, that might be the phone, and that might be the gas in the car. Whatever the expense is, learn to separate them. Once you get a full understanding of cost and expense, it's easier for you to break down your business. What makes the business successful is cash flow. The more cash you have coming in, the better your business gets. When you understand how to allocate the money, where to put the money when it comes to doing business. Because if you take the money and you blow the money, which is a liability, then you'll be out of business. So for example, a liability. You want to go shopping for your personal use. You want to ball out in the club. You want to buy some new shoes for your own personal use, but it doesn't bring in any money to you. You don't make you don't make any money from that. That's a liability. Once you understand that, your chances will get greater at succeeding in business. I'm not an accountant. Your accountant will give you the information you need, but I'm giving you the game on how to get it as a hustler entrepreneur. When you cut your liabilities out of your hustle, you can come up. So here, let me give you another example. You want to spend $1,000 on some product because you want a 25% return on that $1,000. When you make that 25% return on that $1,000, do you go out and take that 20, which is $250? Do you take that $250 and buy you a pair of sneakers, or do you take that $250 and reinvest to make more money in your business? If you wrote down, you take it to reinvest, then you're on your way to winning. That's how you start to win in business. But you have to have a strategy in order to know where to put that $250, because you don't want to tie it up somewhere where it becomes a liability, where it's not making you any money. Because as a hustler entrepreneur, you want to be able to turn your money over. You don't want your money tied up, sitting over there in the corner, not making you any money in a fast enough time frame in order for you to scale your business. Because if that's the case, then you can go buy some real estate, or you can go buy some stocks where you have a long investment. Or even if you get into real estate and you want to flip real estate, that's cool too. I'm not saying something is wrong with that, but I'm just giving you, as a hustler entrepreneur, if you put money out and you want to return on your money as quick as possible, you need to understand how to and where to stick the money, and not just take the money and start spending it because you're making money. Because making money and blowing it eventually will run you out of business. Because in business, you need balance. You need to know that capital is always there, ready to make an investment for you to make more money. You need to understand where you're at, because you have to separate your lifestyle, your personal, from your business. And honestly, if you really want to get there fast, then you'll make a lot of sacrifices on liabilities. You'll cut all the liabilities out of the middle. And that's basically like sleeping in the back seat of your car, if you understand where I'm coming from. But that's a whole nother hustle. That's when you really own it. That's when you're really trying to get there. That's when you have your blinders on. You ain't trying to look left or right. You just know that I'm finna sacrifice, I'm finna turn up, and I ain't doing anything. I'm buying everything from the dollar menu. That's how I'm eating, and that's my focus. And it doesn't matter what someone says or who you heard it from, you still have your blinders on. And I tell people this all the time: business is business. Take your emotions out of it. Don't get emotionally wrapped up into, I just want to do that and that's going to work. Because at the end of the day, if you fail at something you was emotionally tied up into winning, then you lost. The bottom line is business. Let's do business. Let's get to it. Let's make it happen. You have to have your hustle. You have to have your hustle up. And you have to respect the business. So even if you're not in a space where you can bring on people that you can pay to handle the business side of it, listen, make a day out of the week. Make it a Sunday, make it a Monday. Do your numbers. Understand your numbers. Understand your net worth. It doesn't matter if you're making a couple of $100 a month or you're making a couple of $100,000 a month. Understand your net worth for your business, where you're at. Because once all your expenses are paid, whatever is left over from the sales, that's what you're worth. So for an example, if all your bills cost you $1,000 and you made $1,500 and you have $500 left over after everything is paid off, everything from the bubble gum that you invoiced out or you paid on your business credit card to the luncheon. Once those expenses and everything is out of the way, the $500 that's left over, that's what you're worth. Any assets that's paid off along with that. So if you bought a brand new computer, you paid it off. And that computer costs $1,000. That means your net worth is $1,500. That means that computer is $1,000, and you have $500 cash. Both of them are assets. It doesn't matter. Assets comes in all kind of forms of everything. So yeah, when you have a full understanding of that, you're on your way to becoming a seasoned entrepreneur, and your hustle game is really gonna be up. And that's gonna get you to a successful business. And once you understand how to make your money work for itself and it's working for you, then there's no looking back. See, because I learned a long time ago that I knew how to make money even with my eyes closed. That's the easiest thing in the world for me to do today, is to make money. That's the easiest thing because I learned that early on and I understood it. The problem I had then was how to grow it, how to make a living off of it, and still be stable in business. That was the problem I had. So now I no longer have that problem. And this is the game that I'm giving you guys on how to scale, leverage your strategy to build a successful business. And that's also why I left this whole workshop for you guys to go into, which is Seasoned Entrepreneur. I'm going to leave the link to the bottom. You can go right to the website and you can learn this. I left free ebooks there. You guys can grab the ebooks and you can keep them for yourself so you can go back and forth. So when you hit that moment, you have something to refer back to, something to look on, to have an understanding that this is the move that I need to make, because you're going to need that. You're going to need that information. You're going to need somebody there with you. And that free ebook that you can go get right now at seasonendentrepreneur.net, it's going to have the information. That's right. The roadmap to business success. And once you discipline yourself to get there, none can stop you. So, yeah, like I said, I hope you guys been taking your notes, because it's some real game. I'm sorry I don't edit any of my videos. I give it to you blood raw. I'm not stopping to rewind, to replay anything. I'm doing it straight like you're getting it. I'm being transparent, so write it down, take your notes, turn your hustle up. And always remember, success doesn't have a look, it's a feeling. Success is a feeling, so don't get caught up into the things that you see, the shiny things, and you want it fast, because at the end of the day, you can struggle having it. That's right. All the shiny things and the fast and the flamboyant things and whatever it is that can stall you from getting to success, that don't mean it's success. So we're going to level up right here at Seasoned Entrepreneur. And I'm going to leave that link to the bottom. I hope you guys took your note. I'm about to turn up and get into mines. Peace.